You're welcome back to News 360 on TV3. The pear trawling debate rages on. Some political parties have promised to ban it when voted into power, though it's been banned since 2008.
The sector ministry says the practice is non-existent, but some fishermen insist they still see boats engaged in pear trawling in Ghana's marine space. A report by Catherine Frimpomaa.
Regulation 11(1)(c) of the Fisheries Regulations 2010 prohibits any person to engage in pear trawling. The NDC and NPP are on record to have promised to ban pear trawling. The sector minister Sherry Aite stoked controversy in Parliament when she debunked the notion that pear trawling persists in the country's territorial waters. Some fishermen at the Psycho Beach at Jamestown in Accra gave conflicting accounts on whether or not they have witnessed the practice in recent times. But Nee did not mince words and is convinced pear trawling is still carried out in Ghanaian waters.
They still see them, but not plenty. If you see about 2 or 3, about a month or 2 months time, you see about 2 or 3. Now that they are becoming lesser and lesser, but they do it. Some don't use the pear. They use it in a single way. So if they come together in bulk where people are not there, they used to do it.
Pear trawling is when two big fishing boats tie a trawl net between them and move in parallel.
It has the cables going to the boat from here, from both wings, and then you have the doors. Doors are metal frames that makes also the net open up. In pear trawling, you don't need the doors because each boat actually tows the net from each end of these two wings, and that's what makes the net more efficient. And also, you can tow a much bigger net, the opening of a net. On average, the length of from wing to wing of a trawl is about 30 meters, but for pear trawling, you can go to 100-meter, length. So the area that you sweep is much bigger, and also the catch usually is much bigger with a pear trawling.
The chief fisherman of Jamestown said there have been reports of the ongoing outlawed practice by fishermen, but the Fisheries Commission is in agreement with the ministry that there is no pear trawling.
The fishermen do complain, and fisheries also inform us that they have a monitor, that any vessel caught doing that illegal act, immediately it arrives at Tama. They are caught and they are prosecuted. So which means it is going on, but the law is taking its course. Yeah.
The chief of party at the USAID Ghana Sustainable Fisheries Project says it will take concrete evidence to settle the issue.
From my own personal experience, so it's possible that illegal pear trawling could be occurring. But I think that we have to look and see, what is the evidence of that. Now, when I hear fishermen talking about it, it's unclear to me about whether they're using the English words pear trawling to just refer to trawlers that they're seeing out at sea, and they're complaining about trawling, generally just trawling, or whether they're specifically referring to the technical act of pear trawling. Even in port, they might be able to inspect gear and see whether pear trawling gear is, on board those vessels, and then if they have the pear trawling gear, then obviously they could take arrests as well.
Some fishermen also complained of light fishing and other forms of illegal, unregulated, and unreported fishing methods.
They haven't stopped. They still use light for fishing. Those of us who do not do it are suffering. We can't even pay our children's school fees. The government should be firm in enforcing the laws.
Brian Crawford suggests the focus should rather be channeled towards addressing such problems.
Methods that we know for sure are being used in Ghana, and we really need to work hard to make sure that those methods are either completely eliminated or at least reduced to a much lower level than it is. And if we do that, then that certainly will have a beneficial impact on the fishery.
In addressing issues on pear trawling, monitoring and sanctions as stipulated in the Fisheries Regulation 2010 should be stepped up. Catherine Frimpomaa, TV3, Accra.